Hello boys and girls, how are we all? Are we okay? Welcome to week 6 of our junior musicianship classes. I'm so excited for today's class, it's gonna be fabulous. Right, with that being said, who remembers last week's hello song? Okay, good. We are gonna sing the exact same hello song this week. But I'm going to add in some actions for us to do this time, some actual actions. So, the first line, it is time for music. We're going to go, it is time for music. Okay, so we're going to point to our watches for that first line. And then the second line is exactly the same. It is time for music. Okay, so for those two lines, we're pointing at our watches, okay? The next line, we will sing. We can pretend that we've got a big sing button. We're going to go, we will sing. We're going to really sing it out. The next line, we will play. So for that, you can pick your imaginary instrument in your head. So for me, I might want to go, we will play. You might want to have a guitar, play your guitar. You might want to have a saxophone. You might want to have a trumpet. Whatever instrument you want, we're going to go, we will play, we will play. Okay, next line, we'll make music. Let's all drum for that one, yeah? And then the every day, we can just go every day, like we're a sun rising. Okay, so let's just sing it without me playing the piano. We're going to sing it through all together, copying my actions, and if you remember for the we will play line, you can choose whatever instrument you want, okay? Let's all stand up, let's give it a go. So, 2, 3, 4. It is time for music. It is time for music. We will sing. We will play. We'll make music every day. Good, guys, well done. Now I'm going to leave it up to you. See if you guys can remember all of that on your own. Okay, so I'm going to be playing and singing, but you guys, big loud singing voices and all of the actions. Do you think you can do it? I think you can. Let's give it a go. So, 1, 2, 3, 4. It is time for music. It is time for music. We will sing. We will play. We'll make music every day, every day. Yay, well done. Fabulous work, guys. Let's all take a seat. Now, we've got something really cool to sing today. It's the song that I've been talking about for the last few weeks, which basically sings through the sulphur sounds, which is amazing. So it's from The Sound of Music, the film. Or you can all go and watch it. You can search this video on YouTube as well, and I'm sure they'll be singing it a lot better than me, but we're going to give it a go. So, it's the Do, Re, Mi song from The Sound of Music. So, how about I sing it through to you first? You might know it. If you know it, feel free to sing along. If you don't know it, just take a listen to my words. Okay, so, 2, 3, 4. Do, a, di, a, female, di, re, a drop of golden sun, me, a name I call myself, far along the way to run. will bring us back to do. There we go, guys. So basically it runs up do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. The whole C major solfa scale, which is exactly what we want. So the words, they're quite clever. They've actually turned the words into things to help us remember them. So let's talk about them. Do, a deer, a female deer. So who knows what a deer is? Who's ever seen one before? You might have come across them in like some big parks, in some nature reserves, that kind of thing. But a doe, D-O-E, is a female deer. So that's quite easy to remember. Now, remember doe, let's all do it. Doe. Doe, a deer, a female deer. Let's all sing that together. Doe, a deer, a female deer. Okay, that's your first line. So the female deer. Next line. Me, a name I call... Oh, no. The next line is ray, a drop of golden sun. So if you think of the sun's rays. Ray. So, ray, a drop of golden sun. And the solfa hand sign for ray is that. So let's try. Ready? Sing it with me. Ray, a drop of golden sun. Should we sing those two lines together? So we've got doe, a deer, a female deer, ray, a drop of golden sun. Very good. The next line is me, a name I call myself. So me is the next one. Me, a name I call myself. And that's going to be, ready? Me, a name I call myself. Should we do it? Put those three lines together. Come on guys, let's do it. Okay, so we've got doe, a deer, a female deer, ray, a drop of golden sun. Me, a name I call myself. The next line is yes, it's going to be far, a long, long way to run. So if you're running and you run really far, it's going to be a long way. So far, and far is thumbs down. We don't like running long ways. Some people do. Far, a long, long way to run. Good. Should we put those four together? So we've got do, re, mi, fa. Are you ready? Doe, a deer, a female deer, ray, a drop of golden sun. Me, a name I call myself, far, a long, long way to run. Good. Next line. Sew a needle pulling thread. So, I don't know if anyone in your family, or if you might sew, so people do knitting and things. So, that's sew. So, we've got sew a needle pulling thread. That's going to be, ready, let's all try it. Sew a needle pulling thread. So just hands flat out like that. Oh, it's a lot, guys, you're doing so well. Let's try it, I think we can do it. All of those, just watch me if you get lost, okay? So we've got doe, a deer, a female deer, ray, a drop of golden sun. Me, a name I call myself, far, a long, long way to run. Sew a needle pulling thread. Okay, next bit we've got next one we've got la, So that is going to be la. So you know sometimes in singing we go la 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 la. Okay, so la is the next one, and la is hands flat down. So la, you ready? La, and not to follow so. Should we try it again? That's quite a hard phrase to sing, isn't it? We can do it though, hands down, ready? La, and not to follow so. Next one we've got tea, a drink with jam and bread. Tea, a drink with jam and bread. Okay, so that's going to be fingers pointing up. You ready? Tea, a drink with jam and bread. Last line is going to be that will bring us back to dough. And we know dough from the beginning. Shall we try it? I think we can do it. Let's go from the beginning, and we're going to try and say the words all together. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put the words in the description box below the video, just so that you can have them if you get a bit lost ever. Let me just make a little note to do that. So put words in description, because there's a lot of words. I mean, I think you probably all got it, but we just want to be sure. So, are you ready? Who's ready? I'm ready. Let's do it. So we're going to sing the whole thing. If you want to include the hand actions, include them. If you just want to sing it, you feel free to just sing it, okay? Whichever you want. Starting with dough. Are you ready? Dough, a deer, a female deer, ray, a drop of golden sun. Me, a name I call myself, far a long, long way to run. So a needle burning thread, love not to follow so. Tea, a drink with jam and bread, that will bring us back to dough. Ta-da! Well done! Fabulous work. As always, feel free to keep making up your own pieces, your own compositions with all of those hand signs and actions. We're just going to do a little quiz now, so shout out the answers at me if you know. What was the name that we use for the note that has one beat? So it has quite a few names, but a one beat note. We talked about it last time. It's got a sound that you make with your mouth. Does anyone know? Okay, it is called ta. Okay, ta. We also call it, a big fancy word, a crotchet. Okay? But for now, let's stick to the word ta. Ta, 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 ta. Should we all sing that together? Just with ta, T-A. Let's do it. Ta, 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 ta. Okay, one beat. Who knows the similar word for a note that is 2 beats long? Okay, that note is called ta. Or in a big musical word, we can call it a minim. Okay, but we'll stick to the ta. Let's all clap it. So, ta. Good. We're now going to sing ta, 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 ta. If you want to clap with it as well, feel free. Let's do it. So, ta, 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 ta. Very good. Who knows the similar word to the notes which are quick and they are half a beat? So they're the quick ones. Does anyone know? Okay, those notes we call TT, okay? Or we could call them quavers. That's the big word, but we'll stick to TT for now. So T, 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 okay? Let's do, watch me first. T, 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 T. Okay, if you want to clap along, feel free, but mainly focus on saying them, okay? You ready? T, 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 T. Great, so we've got ta, ta, T, 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 T. Okay, so we'll stick to those. Very, very good. If you want to come up with your own compositions, it might be a good idea, actually, if you want to, go and grab a piece of paper, a blank piece of paper, and you could start writing out a mixture of those notes. So you could have, say, ta, 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 ta. Then you might want to do ti, 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 ta. Mixture of them all. So in the end, you might actually come up with something that's actually pretty long, but that would be great. And then see at the end if you can speak out what you've written whilst clapping. Okay, I'll be so excited to hear these at some point. I know they're all going to be great. So that's your task for this week. So let me write that down. TT task, composition, fab. Okay, now we've got a fun little movement with phrasing activity next, and it is fun. Now some of you who was in my class before probably would have heard this song, I reckon, because it is a favourite of mine. But basically what we're going to do is I'm going to play you a song, and at the end of every phrase you are going to pass your cuddly toy to someone else in the room. So before I explain to you what phrase is, could we all just put me on pause and go and grab our favourite cuddly toys? Or even a scarf or anything would do if you don't have a cuddly toy handy. Whatever you want. Okay, right, so we're going to make a start. So, does anyone know what a musical phrase is? Okay, a musical phrase is kind of like a sentence in language, okay? So it's kind of like it has a start, it goes on a journey, and then it has a clear end. And then you move on to the next musical phrase, musical sentence, and then you move on. So you generally feel it in the music. Okay, so I'll play you the song before we pass our toys, and I'll point to you each of the phrases just so you know. So, are you ready? Everybody pass the toy. Next phrase. Everybody pass the toy. Next phrase. Everybody pass the toy. Next phrase. The toy is great. Okay, so every time I say everybody pass the toy, that is the next phrase. So you can walk around the room if you want, alongside whoever else is in the room with you, and every time I finish a phrase, you pass your musical toy to them, and then they're going to pass it back. And to make it harder, I might get quicker, I might get slower, so you've got to really, really try to listen out, okay? Are we ready? So everyone's standing up. Try and walk to the beat as well. So if I'm playing slow, you might want to walk slowly. If I walk fast, you might want to speed up a little bit, okay? Let's do it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Everybody pass the toy. Everybody pass the toy. Everybody pass the toy. The toy is great. Everybody pass the toy. Everybody pass the toy. Everybody pass the Everybody pass the toy, everybody pass the toy, everybody pass the toy, the toy is great. Everybody pass the toy, everybody pass the toy, everybody pass the toy is great. Everybody pass the toy, everybody pass the toy, everybody pass the toy is great. Everybody pass the toy, everybody pass the toy, everybody pass the toy is great. Everybody pass the toy, everybody pass the toy, everybody pass the toy is great. Everybody pass the toy, everybody pass the toy, everybody pass the toy is great. Everybody pass the toy. Everybody pass the toy. Everybody pass the toy. The toy is great. Everybody pass the toy. Everybody pass the toy. Everybody pass the toy. Toy is great. Everybody pass the toy. Everybody pass the toy. Everybody pass the toy. The toy is great. Oh, well done, guys. I bet you're all really tired now, and I bet your toys feel like they're on a roller coaster or something. So let's all get our cuddly toys, sit them down, let them rest. Been through a lot. Okay, all of us now, we're all super warmed up. Why don't we all lie down with our backs on the floor? Get our breaths back. It was a lot. Now we're going to sing. We're welcome to sing, or you can just sit and listen and enjoy the sweet sounds of Shivaya Nama Om. So we did this in a class before. It was the yoga song. If you want to sing, feel free, but we're going to use this as a sort of warm down, okay? Shivaya Nama Om, 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 Shivaya Nama Wow, I hope we're all nice and relaxed now. One of my favourite songs, that is. Love it. Okay, we are going to sing a goodbye song to finish off. But before I do that, I'm just going to give you a little heads up. We're going to start a whole new series of classes. Okay, so we're going to be moving on from the soulful sounds, and we are going to be learning the different instruments of the orchestra. Who knows what an orchestra is? Yeah, good. So an orchestra is a big group of instruments that all play together. And then you have someone at the front who conducts, okay, keeps them in time basically. You might want to go onto YouTube or other streaming platforms and listen to some big orchestras. So I'm going to give you a list. I'm going to put it in the description box below as well. So some good ones that you might want to listen to are the Royal Philharmonic Orchestra, the London Philharmonic Orchestra, the London Symphony Orchestra, the Berlin Philharmonic, and the New York Philharmonic. Now there's a ton others, but these are really, really good ones. Okay, so have a listen. You'll probably find it pretty epic because all these instruments playing together make such an amazing sound. So check those out, and we're going to be discussing all those instruments to see what instruments you can actually spot. Fabulous. Let's sing our goodbye song. We're just going to do a quick one, okay? So, goodbye, 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 goodbye. It's time to say goodbye.